doing our first video from the property. Hi, my name's Candy, and this is going to be Culinary Life Farms. If you know me at all, you know that I absolutely I am the ultimate foodie, and I'm a professionally trained chef, but before that I was a very experimented and knowledgeable cook to begin with. I mean, I've been sous videing for 10 years, way before it became a fad. So, this is like, I grew up in Indiana farm country, and I apologize, I forgot my little tripod thing, so I'm holding this camera, and hopefully I don't drop it. And I grew up around farms, and I always wanted to be a farmer. Actually, originally out of school, I wanted to be a farm vet, and I went to Purdue University in vet tech, but I worked at the clinic there for 2 years, and while I was going to school, and decided that I wasn't cut out to be a vet. I love animals, but I can't deal with people and what they do to animals. So I went on to do other things, and now I'm here, and I want to share this adventure with you. And here's my, I'm going to give you a little walk through some of the property. It's a big property, so total of our property is a little 32 and a half acres, but I am caring for the other 32 and a half acres that was part of the main 65 acre lot, because the owners there are military and they're not retired yet, and they bought it they wanted to buy it now before the prices got out of control. So that was very smart of them, and I'm going to take care of it, make sure they keep their ag exemption while I get to graze animals, which is awesome. So let's start out. I want to show you there's nothing here. I'll show you what is here, but there's really not much here. So let me show you what I got. Let's flip this. All right. We're actually on our northeast property line. I was just checking out the culvert here beside the property and looking at places where we need to fix the fence. Because you can definitely lose a dog, pig, cow, maybe, under some of these spots. So just checking that out. There's like a full, I think, cow skeleton somewhere down at the bottom of this we saw in the past. So I know. Oh, there. Can you see it? There. I think it's a cow. We'll figure it out at some point. So yeah, so we'll make sure that doesn't happen. But up just over here, somewhere between here and that shed you see off in the distance, is where our house is going in here in a couple months. Going with a modular, so it should be pretty quick. Though I've heard rumor that it might take us a long time to get our electricity, and hopefully that's not true. Our water's already here and hooked up, so hopefully the electricity isn't going to be a big issue. Got this big guy. We have a few big old trees on the property. Over here, you can see some over there. And I'm actually going to plant a permaculture orchard over in that area where you see the trees right now, because we got plenty of grazing land. I mean, majority of this space is, look down there, grazing land. It needs cleared. I need to bring in the goats. But in this area, you're going to see pretty much right here, down is going to be my gardens. House, pool, big barn way up on the hill there for my big animals, horses, cattle. And then over here, greenhouse, maybe some high tunnels, because I want to do a nursery and cut flowers for the farmer's market and for my farm stand. I want to put a farm stand over there where that little shed is. It's probably going to be more like a farm store, but I'll have to hash that out with my husband. Because I have a lot of dreams and can do a lot of things. He's going to not want too much. Here's some of my arch enemy, these cactus. Oh my gosh, I got into one last time and still have some in my thumb. Oh, and here is my other arch enemy, which doesn't look too deadly on its own, but then look at those spikes. It's called Wisachi. And yes, it has pretty yellow flowers, it smells good, and it attracts bees, but we've already had multiple pairs of boots and shoes be like literally penetrated all the way through the sole by these things. Yeah, I have to show you one of these. It has the giant, has a little older, so it's got like even bigger. Look at the size of those. That is quite dangerous. So, but evidently goats and sheep, the kind of sheep that I want, Barbados black belly sheep, love the stuff. So I'll happily clear it off. Let them happily clear it off when we get out here. We have, you see these white fence posts? Those are markers for a gas pipeline that goes across the property. I still have the ability to graze animals there and do what I want. I just have to keep it clear. It's only 50 feet, but it does stripe all the way across the middle of our property. Not the long way, the short way, thank goodness, so it's not a big issue. And if I walk down here, see people have cleared it in the past. We've got several as in maybe 7 or 8 large wood piles we're gonna have to deal with. But I don't see it as a big issue. I can make some biochar. And because I'm gonna be creating compost here for my gardens. Let me show you around. So this is our little woods here. So we've got some big oaks, a lot of dead trees. Look at all the down trees. That's what amazes me. Why are so many of these trees just dead? I mean, obviously this was done by somebody for a reason, but there's just a lot of downwood in there. I'm gonna take advantage of that. We're gonna do a lot of hugelkultur. I'm gonna do a lot of mushrooms. I'm dying to get some wine caps, shiitakes, oyster mushrooms going, and this is perfect. I'm gonna go through there, I'm gonna clean out the dead trees, and I'm gonna plant trios of trees. You have 2 fruit or nut trees, and then you have a nitrogen fixing tree with them. And I'm gonna do rows that cut across the angle down. That way water doesn't flow directly down into the stream. It goes into the tree rows, and then you underplant those with herbs, plants, annuals. It's gonna be fun. But yeah, I think this area, once I get it cleared out, is gonna be one of my favorite places on the farm. Because I love to just wander and explore. This will be ever changing. Turn. Still heading down. Take some more video footage in here. I just love it. Growing up north, you have a lot of woods. I haven't really experienced that much down here, and I was just admiring how much leaf litter these trees have put down. This will be great. I'll have to come in and steal some of this for the gardens and for composting. But It's just beautiful and peaceful. I think that's the thing I love the most, just how peaceful it is. Mixed in with this Huisachi is a tree I haven't identified yet. It has almost like pine needles, but they're long. I think I've seen a few that are older with yellow flowers, but I haven't figured out what they are yet. So if any of you know what they are, let me know. Put it in the comments. Okay, we've made it to this stream water hole. Don't know what to call it because water definitely runs this. It's like a part of it's a dry creek bed part of the year. It definitely has water. So when we were out here this spring, the water came up to right where you're looking at. Looks like the pipeline area is raised up a little bit, so it kind of keeps it from going much past here. But I'm gonna walk down. I'll show you where the water is now. Oh, so cardinals just flew past. This area is kind of nice. It's kind of grassy. It's a nice walking area. Have to graze some animals down here to keep this as a nice walkable area. I'd like to put some goats or something. Not goats, ducks. So those goats sure want to play in the water. Ducks and some geese down here once I get a guard dog, livestock guard dog, to keep them protected. We don't have many birds of prey, but we usually have coyotes and avoiding the pricklies. Other animals that you have to worry about, I've seen some pretty big wild cats out here. Not here, but back where our other house is. So I wouldn't be surprised. Actually, I'd be much less surprised if they were here. You can kind of see underneath those plants, that little rocky run there. When we first came out to the property, this was all early spring, like May. Water was all the way down there. But now you can just see the water over here. Then the water was all the way up to the top of that area. And it ran a good ways from here back over onto the neighbor's property. Right now, it's pretty much just contained on half of our property. Maybe a quarter. I hear my husband's drone. I was like, what is that noise? Should I be worried? It's a little drone up there. This has been fun for me to come down here. Been glad. Been very grateful that this holds water like year-round. There's always water here. This year has been really dry, and there's just so much water in it, which is, it's not just a puddle. There's definitely fish in there. We haven't fished it yet. Oh, did you see that? Something splashed. Definitely fish in it, and we'll stock it. I want to build up, dam it a little bit. I might as well dam it once it gets closer down to the pipeline. Not a lot. I'm not going to dam it so the water doesn't go off the property, but it's not a running stream. I'm not stealing water from the guy next door. This even when, like I said, it was full up to the brim, it didn't go past the pipeline. I mean, you can see this is the topographical map shows this is the flood zone and that this is the main path for flood water. And you can see down at the fence where this goes off the property, because there are trees like rammed into the fence down there. But typically, it's not a running stream. So, yeah, you can see more down like purposefully down trees here. I want to clear all this out. This is a bigger Wisachi, which I'll probably leave. Once they get to a good size, I don't have a hard time with them because they're actually pretty trees. But those little ones, oh, mean little boogers. Let's go down and see if we can identify any tracks. I was seeing a lot of tracks earlier, but the ground's not wet enough to hold the footprints very well. Down here, you get some really nice ones. Last time I saw raccoons. You can see the old ones from the cows. And let's see. Oh, this is nice and hard right now. If you can see and identify any of these, put it in the comments. Right there, looks like raccoon. Little nails, little fingers. Let's see what else. This looks like a little deer. It's funny how I call them little deer, because up north our white-tailed deer are huge, and down here they are baby size. Yeah, more deer tracks. Looking forward to some deer hunting. Isn't this peaceful? Oh, for me it's just like, even just coming out here and spending a couple hours right now is like a vacation all on its own. Let's see what else we find. I see there's some tracks here. Can't identify. Good size. Oh, look at that. It's oddly shaped. Definitely see the big deer going all the way down. We've found some clamshells that the raccoons have pulled out. You can see footprints right in the mud in the bottom, like things are tracking across it, going out in a little deeper water. It looks like the property looks like it's not clay until you get down here. Like this is the bottom of the hill, so I can't tell here versus up there. It's about a 30-foot height difference between here and there. But it is, where we first started the video was about 30 feet higher than this. But it looks like, and you can kind of see, if you look on the edge here, we've got a good bit of topsoil before you get down to the clay. Hoping up there I've got a bit more. Gosh, look at these holes the cows left. That would have panicked me. It might have panicked them too. Lots of deer. So many deer tracks. Oh, I think I see some pig tracks. You can kind of tell the difference with the pig tracks and more raccoon tracks. See their little handprints? Because their hoofs are different. They have like little back hooves. So they got two front, two back. I'll have to show you insert a picture of a pig hoof and a deer hoof. But last time we were down here, I saw let's see, there's a clam shell. We found a track that was clearly a hog, and it was like the size of my palm. So it was pretty good sized. I'm hoping I don't run into that